Good afternoon, Mr. Turnoy, Mr. Kim, and fellow students. My name is Lee Kyu-jung. When you think of cities in the United States, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Skyscrapers in New York City? Hollywood in Los Angeles? Those cities may be what we might call the American cities, and perhaps it might be the default feature of the United States. However, there is also a city in the United States that looks quite different. Have you heard of New Orleans? Well, maybe you might have heard of it at least once because it was all over the news when Hurricane Katrina flooded the area. But I'm not here to talk about the hurricane since this is a presentation on traveling. I am here to talk about how New Orleans differs from other American cities. In fact, due to New Orleans having been part of the French and Spanish colony, it has a very unique culture heritage. Since most of you prefer to travel alone, I am going to provide you 2 places where you can learn about New Orleans by simply driving or walking. During my stay in America a few years ago, I went on a road trip with my family, with no guide and only a few travel books. I assure you that the 2 places I am going to present to you will be the most unique places in New Orleans and not like any other places you will find anywhere else. First of all, there's the Garden District, where you can enjoy pleasurable walks, and second, there's the Bourbon Street, where you can enjoy exciting, exotic parties. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me after my speech is finished. The first place, Garden District, is a neighborhood with houses. So you might wonder what's so special about it. Well, it shows unique features because, first of all, the mansions in the neighborhood are built in a Victorian style or Greek Revival style that were very popular in the 19th century Europe. According to the AAA Travel Guide, the area was originally developed between 1832 and 1900 and is considered one of the best preserved collections of historic architectures. Also from the official New Orleans tourism site, the neighborhood was called Garden District because all the private property of the houses were built near large gardens. There are still beautiful gardens left in the neighborhood, so you can also take pictures of the mansions and the gardens, and some of the houses even allow you to take a tour of the interior. If you're interested in historical architecture or simply like enjoying the scenery while walking or driving like I did with my family, this is a recommended place to visit. It is a much quieter place to relax compared to the next place I am going to tell you about. That place is Bourbon Street. It is located in French Quarter, which is the oldest neighborhood in New Orleans. The name Bourbon is actually the name of the royal family of France, and probably most of you already know it, but Bourbon is a type of alcoholic drink. And there's a connection between Bourbon the drink and the Bourbon Street, because Bourbon Street is famous for bars and clubs. You may be thinking how this place can differ from any other club district in other places. According to New Orleans Online, a travel website run by New Orleans City, the descendants of the French and Spanish colonial people refused Americanization and therefore gathered and created Bourbon Street to keep their culture. Thus, you will be able to see many exotic shops and buildings that show a mixture of the 19th century French and Spanish architecture. While it is generally quiet during the day, at night you will be able to see a lot of people partying in the street, because the United States open container law allows French Quarter allows to drink outside buildings in Bourbon Street. So not only does it have a lot of outdoor alcohol stands, but it also has a lot of famous restaurants which makes partying all the more fun. So, with me, you have visited the neighborhood of Lovely Mansions Garden District and the non-American street of parties, Bourbon Street. I hope you had fun on this short 5-minute walk around the non-American city in the United States, New Orleans. Thank you.